Hey folks, Troy here from Jands with Chris Pyne from JPJ Audio. We're here to talk drums and miking drums, and we'd also like to raise your awareness of the Shure Drum Mastery competition. If you would like to enter that competition, you can click on the link below. You go in the draw to win some really cool prizes, including a trip to the UK to record at Metropolis Studios. So, as I said, Chris is here. Chris is a drummer himself, as am I. I bought him my old workhorse. Chris has been known to mic some of the world's coolest drummers. And why don't you give us a bit of a background on yourself there, Chris?
Okay, well, I probably started back in the very early 80s in a studio called Paradise Studios, which was kind of the premium studio back then. Classic artists like Icehouse, Split Enz, and Cold Chisel, many famous Australian acts from the 80s. We started there. In about 1983, I moved over to Jands and, of course, started the live music scene. And 1980s in Australia was a classic time for some of the best rock bands that we ever produced. I mean, my first ever artist was Rose Tattoo, and then I moved on to a band called The Radiators, and we did Dragon and Icehouse and James Rain and many other artists in Australia. I moved to England in the early 2000s, working with an artist, Kylie Minogue, and various other acts, including festivals like Glastonbury and Hyde Park and Rock in Rio and things like that. So lots and lots of different
Very cool.
festivals and music throughout the history. Yeah.
Very cool. So you can see that Chris has got a vast experience in miking drum kits. So what we're going to do for this demonstration, we're going to basically break this down into 4 components. We're going to start off with the bass drum or kick drum, and using some different miking techniques there, and then we'll move on to the snare drum, the obvious 2 key components of the kit. We'll move on to toms, and finally we'll finish up with hi-hats and cymbals.